Shashi Tharoor has been openly attacking the Congress party in the form of an extended Cold War. He has been snubbed by his party. He has dodged meetings with the senior leadership. He has praised the enemy. He has avoided meetings with the high command of the Congress party in order to attend rallies or meetings where the rival BJP was. He has praised Prime Minister openly and effusively. He attended a banquet for President Putin when leaders of the Congress party were pointedly ignored. And yet, it appears now that Shashi Tharoor has laid down his weapons. Is this a strategic retreat? Is this a truce? Is it temporary? Or has it been a reality check for the very, very erudite celebrity MP of the Congress party just before the Kerala election? Take a look at this and then we debate.
Snubs to smiles, the Congress-Tharoor saga that kept boiling for long seems to be headed to a peaceful resolution. Shashi Tharoor, whose relationship with the Congress is on thin ice of late, met party boss Mallikarjun Kharge and leader of the opposition Rahul Gandhi in Parliament. After the 90-minute-long meeting, a brimming Tharoor said all is well.
We had a very good, constructive, positive discussion. All is good and we are moving together on the same page.
The meeting followed Tharoor skipping last week's Congress strategy meet on Kerala, which is headed for polls soon. Tharoor, the high-profile MP from Thiruvananthapuram, skipped the meet over what he termed as an insult at a Congress Kochi event where Rahul was present. Sources had said that Tharoor, who's had a series of run-ins with the party of late, was upset over being ignored by Rahul Gandhi, and he made his displeasure clear to the party bosses. Tharoor has been in the Congress crosshair for his repeated praise of Prime Minister Modi and Operation Sindoor. His words and actions have invited sharp comments from Congress leaders. Adding further fuel to the rumour mill, Tharoor on Tuesday skipped a meet called by Sonia Gandhi on Parliament strategy that was attended by senior leaders. Tharoor had earlier skipped 3 key Congress meetings in November and December. Now, with Kerala elections looming and the Congress smelling a chance after its performance in local polls there, the party is keen on placating Shashi Tharoor to put up a united front.
I've always campaigned for the party.
Was there any...
It has been speculated that Tharoor wants to be the Congress's chief ministerial face for Kerala, and his bid is being blocked by Rahul's close aide and powerful organisation secretary K.C. Venugopal.
Frankly, not interested in being a candidate for anything at the moment. I'm already an MP. I have the trust of my voters from Thiruvananthapuram. I have to look after their interests in Parliament. That's my job.
Is it curtains on the Congress-Tharoor drama or just a temporary pause? Watch this space. An NDTV Bureau report.
And we've got some breaking news coming in right now from NDTV's political team that has an inside track of this peace meeting between Shashi Tharoor, his party president Mallikarjun Kharge, and most importantly with Rahul Gandhi, who had openly snubbed him on the stage of a rally in Kochi just a few days ago. Sources are telling NDTV that Tharoor shared his grievances with Rahul Gandhi, that Rahul and Tharoor shared their grievances openly. Kharge acted as a mediator. It was an honest and cordial interaction between Rahul and Shashi Tharoor, who otherwise have, been in this sort of very open Cold War with each other. Sources are telling NDTV Tharoor said he's not being given enough space and importance within the party. Tharoor raised Rahul's snub at the Kochi Congress event. Very, very important. Rahul told Tharoor he is important for the party and that it is important to project unity before the Kerala election. This inside track brought to us by NDTV's Jainendra, who joins me live on this. Jainendra, a very free and frank exchange of views between Tharoor and his party leadership. Very unexpected, but believable given that the elections in Kerala are up ahead and maybe projection of unity is the real priority right now. Tell us a little bit more about what happened in this meeting, because they've come out, all of them smiling.
Exactly, Shiv. This meeting was long awaited. Actually, Tharoor was seeking time from party leadership, especially from Rahul Gandhi, from a long time. And sources told us that KC Venugopal facilitated this meeting because Kerala Assembly election is approaching, and that is why Shashi Tharoor is very important for Congress. And one source told me that in Hindi we call gile shikwe dur karna. That when we sit with each other, how we speak about our grievances and all issues are settled. So sare gile shikwe dur hue. That one that is exact quote one source told me about the 2-hour long meeting that took place today in Parliament in Mallikarjun Kharge's office, where only 3 leaders were present: Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi, and Shashi Tharoor. One source who is aware about the conversation told me that सारे गिले शिकवे दूर हुए. Shashi Tharoor ने भी अपनी बात कही, Rahul Gandhi ने भी अपनी बात कही. खरगे जो है वो चुप थे, वो सुन रहे थे सारी बातें राहुल गांधी और थरूर के बीच हुई. एंड sources are claiming that all issues are settled between Tharoor and Congress leadership, and they are hopeful that in coming days everything will be good for the unity will show in Kerala Congress in Kerala as far as Congress is concerned, and Tharoor will campaign for the Congress. And he also claimed that everything is positive, all is well. Shiv. Yes.
Okay, so all is well is what the 3 leaders are projecting. Shashi Tharoor himself emerged from that meeting saying, his aim is not to be the chief minister. He's happy as a member of parliament. That is a massive climb down by Shashi Tharoor, a celebrity member of parliament who's been indulging in very open, cold treatment towards his party, in some cases sleeping with the enemy, to use a phrase that many have been using, given his open affection for Prime Minister Modi and the BJP across the board. It appears he has laid down his weapons as reality bites before the Kerala election. Let's go straight to our guest to try and understand what this new ceasefire actually means and what has catalyzed it. Joining me live, avid Congress watcher, best-selling author and journalist Rasheed Kidwai, Rohan Gupta, national spokesperson of the BJP, Sujata Pandey, political analyst, and Syed Asad Abbas, also a political analyst. He supports the Congress party. Rasheed, coming to you first. A few days ago, a picture of the kind we've seen splashed across our screens of Tharoor and Rahul Gandhi in the same frame, beaming at the camera, was virtually unthinkable, given the kind of friction that really existed between himself and his party leader. How did this happen? How are you reading this, Rashid?
Yeah, Shiv, let me recite a Urdu couplet, which is there actually a film song. कि तुम जो इतना मुस्कुरा रहे हो क्या गम है जिसे छुपा रहे हो. See, a smiling picture would not reflect the stark political reality that exists in that political party. It is, you've said that, Shashi Tharoor laid his arm. My understanding is slightly different. I think both sides, this is a kind of, in chess, it's like a, political, impasse, in the sense that both sides are not finding a headway. The Congress has realized that without Shashi Tharoor, it would not win in a decisive manner the Kerala elections, which is due in this time in April, May. Therefore, Mr. KC Venugopal, who's a key player and a key actor, I would say, that the entire misunderstanding that exists between Rahul Gandhi and Shashi Tharoor, he facilitated and he paved the way to accommodate Shashi. But Shashi's concerns are far more serious. I have written a huge article, big article for NDTV, where I have said that, it's not about, about their worldview is very different. What Rahul Gandhi aspires or talks about, and Shashi Tharoor. So Shashi is looking at a national role within the Congress. He is not going to be, he doesn't want to leave Congress in his own accord, and Congress is unwilling to leave him because they think without Shashi, they cannot win Kerala Assembly elections in a decisive manner. So this is a kind of war of attrition. It's a pause. Okay. It's not something that, that all issues have been resolved. I disagree with assessment that whoever is giving. And I think, given Mr. KC Venugopal's style of functioning, before Kerala elections, we'll see some hiccups and action.
Okay, very interesting. So you're saying that this is not, a laying down of weapons. This is a war of attrition. In some ways, maybe pragmatism has been shown by both sides because the election is near, but this is by no means a ceasefire. Very important words from Rasheed there. Sujata, bringing you in on this, how are you reading this? How are you reading the fact that Shashi Tharoor, who was snubbed openly on stage a few days ago by his party boss, is sitting in the room with him smiling and saying, we have no problems now?
But it's complicated, Shiv. I would describe this relationship as probably, officially loyal but emotionally distant. This love-hate relationship between Shashi Tharoor is very much clear when everybody is saying all is well, all is well. In politics, when everybody says all is well, it usually means something is not well. And it is very much clear from the chronology you just stated in your program right at the beginning that what happened in the Kochi event, Shashi Tharoor was absent from the election meeting which happened in Kerala. There were the reshuffles when happened in the Kerala Congress party, he was kept completely out. Then you don't forget that he represented in India's point of view in Operation Sindhu delegation, which Congress party did not really want. Congress party did not put him forth. He was just made a choice by the Prime Minister himself. So all these things, put him in a grey area. In my opinion, I think Congress loves talent. Congress loves Shashi Tharoor's ability to communicate and his cross-party acceptability. But I think they definitely fear his independence, and that is why you see this. He's okay, but he's not okay. Sometimes good, sometimes this entire picture that you're showing on the screen reminds me of a therapy session when two couples go estranged before divorce. Some mediation is needed, so you get someone here. So but then it's a bigger problem that we have to discuss here, Shiv, that this communication gap. Why did the Congress party all the time? This is not new. You see in Rajasthan between Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot. You saw it in Madhura Sindhya and Digvijay Singh in Madhya Pradesh. Then you're seeing in Karnataka between Siddaramaiah and the DK Shivkumar. The communication, gap is never closed by the Delhi leadership or the Ala Kaman, as they say. They will leave it open, make it, till the time it starts speculating. Especially if you look at the election context, Shiv, I was just looking at Kerala Congress Party, there are only 140 seats and the majority is only 71. So only 2-3% swing here and there can flip 10-15 seats. And BJP is not really trying to win. It is making inroads, but it just needs 12 to 15% of Congress votes. So in a scenario where there is no leadership, the voter is confused whether Shashi Tharoor is our leader as a CM candidate, or is just a side act, or the cadre is confused. Even the rivals are confused. This puts Congress in a very dim situation against the very.
I take your point. Sujata. Let me bring in Rohan Gupta. He used to be with the Congress party for a long time. He left. He's now with the BJP. So he has a unique position of being able to understand both. He's been someone who has, worked with Shashi Tharoor as well. Rohan, your party, your new party as it is, has shown a lot of support and affection towards Shashi Tharoor. Today he's smiling and saying all is well, sitting with Rahul Gandhi. How is the BJP seeing this? What's going on?
See, there is a saying called proof of the pudding is in eating it, right? So this is what the reality of today's Congress party. See, about that, as far as Shashi Tharoor is concerned, it's not about that BJP is happy with him politically or it is a political move. He was sent to represent India for Operation Sindhu, and he did his job. So I don't think so that this should have been taken politically by Congress party, because then you are putting up a narrative which is against the country. And again, I think Sujata really correctly told one thing, that this Ala Kaman Darbaris, they will ensure that this kind of communication gap will remain so that they will thrive. They don't have the quality to go in public and get the votes. But how will they thrive? They will thrive because of the lack of communication between two strong regional leaders. So whatever, even if you see the smiling face, and for a change, I will agree with my friend Rashid today that, the reality will be soon out. Then the smiling faces doesn't mean anything. We have seen the same thing in Karnataka, in Rajasthan, in Madhya Pradesh, in Chhattisgarh. But at the end of the day, you will have to justify. Unless and until the leadership directly gets into it, the Darbaris will ensure that good people will leave party. And this is the core issue. Again, I am telling you today on the debate, you will see the change in the smiling face very soon. Because they will not accept the independence, because they will not like somebody who can correct the party lines, which is said by these Darbaris. Who will oppose opposition, Sindoor? You tell me. Nobody will do that.
At the risk of oversimplifying what is, a complicated sort of relationship and a complicated sort of interface between Tharoor and the party leadership, it also boils down to a question I would submit of, who reached out to who to actually get this kind of meeting done. That would also be reflective of where things stand as far as both sides are concerned. But Syed, I want to bring you in on this. I saw you shaking your head when Sujata was, gave the marriage counseling metaphor, which was amusing. But you don't agree with it? That they've tried to make some kind of temporary peace.
Do not agree with it, Shiv.
Ignore or deny the fact, Syed, that Tharoor has been openly attacking his party and embarrassing them in public.
मेरे बड़े भाई आज पैनल पे बैठे हुए हैं। रशीद किदवाई साहब ने बहुत खूबसूरत तरीके से आज के डिबेट का आगाज किया। राशिद भाई, ये हम सबके लिए गौर से सुनिएगा, स्पेशली मेरे भाजपा के दोस्तों के लिए। हम आ भी करते हैं तो हो जाते हैं बदनाम, आप कत्ल करते और चर्चे नहीं होते। Wherein the differences within the party of Tamil Nadu? Why was Annamalai taken off? You have no answer for that. What about the differences between Modi ji and Yogi Adityanath?
But this is not about BJP versus Congress. We're talking about
allow me to complete, Shiv.
Within the Congress.
The fact of the matter is, there are differences in every political party. This is a democratic party and there are bound to be. Now coming to the fact, let me tell you, sir, when you do the most common things in life, in the most uncommon way, you command the attention of the world. The attention of the world is here. Why? Because Shashi Tharoor is one of the strongest assets of not just the Congress party, but INDIA, India. And this man is a leader.
He's been ignored and sidelined, Syed.
No, not ignored, sir. Come Kerala elections, Shashi Tharoor is going to play a very strong role in Kerala. And let me tell you, the Kerala Pradesh Congress Committee is going to be triumphant over all odds. And they will give a befitting reply.
Okay.
The dynamics of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Not just that. Ending this, my opening note with yet another shairi, and that is, उम्र भर गालिब यही भूल करता रहा, भूल चेहरे पे थी, आईना साफ करता रहा, भाजपाइयों देख लो. Look at the differences within your own party, and before you jump the ship, before you pin the blame onto Congress,
we are seeing a lot of
within your own party.
I don't belong to any party, sir, but all I can say is that we are seeing a lot of poetry on today's show, which I am highly appreciative of.
This is not for you, for my friend Rohan
Gupta. You was also appreciated. But I get, understand that. No, but I want to, before I bring Rasheed back in on this, because of many things have been said right now, I want to talk about how this is a tightrope walk.
Thank you, Shiv.
Rasheed hinted at this a little bit. That this is a tightrope walk. A tightrope walk for Shashi Tharoor. Let me explain in a few words why we think it's a little bit of a tightrope walk. Number one, he's an influential and popular leader nationally. That is beyond any dispute. Assembly polls are due in Kerala in April, May this year. That is also beyond dispute. The Congress has been out of power in Kerala since 2016. Pinarayi Vijayan broke the revolving door tradition in Kerala elections. Action will expose the internal rift in the Congress. That's why maybe they've made peace. Tharoor leaving before the polls would be bad optics. Even though he had no real plans to leave, the fact that he looked like he had one foot out the door simply looked bad. He's the MP from Thiruvananthapuram, which has 14 assembly seats, cannot be ignored. He can definitely play spoiler. Both the BJP and the LDF may be open to taking Tharoor, even though neither has actually expressed any such desire. Who approached who? Whose idea was it to project this kind of peace deal, Rasheed? Was it Tharoor or was it the leadership?
Shiv, I think it is very obvious. It is the central leadership. What has been Shashi Tharoor's, argument or, grudge? That he's not been given a chance to clarify his position, his stand on various policy matters, etc. And there is a general complaint that Mr. Rahul Gandhi, does not have time for senior leaders, etc. Well, this was done Shashi Tharoor speaks very well, and Rahul Gandhi is not in competition with Shashi Tharoor. He represents the political leadership of the Congress. So I see that the issues were sort of discussed, but I don't agree that they were resolved in a way that everything is fine, because there are certain points that Mr. Shashi Tharoor has, and see, Shashi may be a very ambitious person, but he's also very cautious. And in politics, Shiv, we know that there has to be some alternative. For Mr. Tharoor, there is no alternative. The BJP has not offered any kind of, meaty national role for him. Going, as a parliamentarian abroad is something, and representing Indian position
No
is
exit
fine.
path.
Then there's no exit route.
Yeah.
And Mr. Tharoor comes with a kind of, ideological heft, intellectual heft. Now that has also not been catered, because in the BJP there is no scope for that. So therefore, in that scheme of things, he's being pragmatic, and I think he's honoring the Congress's or Rahul Gandhi's sort of sign of goodwill. If it had come since 6 months ago, things would have been resolved 6 months ago. If it would have happened a year ago, things would have been resolved a year ago. So to answer your question, it is the Congress that has taken a positive initiative.
That's very important. When Rashid says that it is the Congress leadership that has reached out, and offered an olive branch to Shashi Tharoor, it shows that he has a bit of an upper hand in terms of having, been invited to talk peace and project this kind of unity, because the leadership and the high command of the Congress party, Rahul Gandhi and team, want to avoid any kind of, narrative spoiler before the Kerala election. Everyone knows how many of such spoilers they've had in election after election in the past. This one they simply cannot afford to lose. Rohan, Shashi Tharoor was useful to the BJP as long as he was, sort of trolling the party, praising Prime Minister Modi, being quite open and affectionate with the BJP, applauding the Prime Minister's speeches. How will the BJP see him now? Now he's saying all is well, he's holding hands with his party boss.
Shiv, this is the beauty of democracy. It's not necessary that you have to criticize each and everything. There are few things you might appreciate, you should appreciate. Like Operation Sindoor is not a political issue. If you oppose that, it means you are making a political self-goal. And that is where the problem with these Darbaris is. Why I use these words. These are the Kotri, people of Kotri, who are bunch of insecure people. And they will not like somebody who is taken seriously in public.
Rohan, let me ask you a specific question. Since you've been in the Congress and know all these people, is Shashi Tharoor going to be able to function with KC Venugopal and the others, at the national and the state level? Will he be after
He will face the fate
hands,
of.
will he work with all of them?
No. This is just मरता क्या ना करता. अभी कांग्रेस, ऐसे राशिद भाई ने कहा, कांग्रेस मरने की परिस्थिति में केरला में, it is compulsion for them to have Shashi Tharoor in good books. But Shashi Tharoor also knows that he cannot trust these people. You have seen G23, what happened. So once they form the opinion, no, this person is anti-national or anti-Congress, whatever he does, he will not be accepted by this coterie of people who are surrounding the senior leaders. That is this is right now the need of our for Congress party. Otherwise, you tell me, Shiv, such a long time he has been maybe going out of party line, or he's been insulted on public service. Why till now nobody has approached him? Why till when the elections are here? So I think he also understands he's a smart man.
Sure.
So how much to trust these kind of visuals? Let's see in future.
Allow me to answer this shit.
Rashid wants to rebut. Rashid, quickly, then I'll bring in Syed.
I'm making a statement. Rohan, you see, Rohan's party, Shashi Tharoor has also seen what happened to Captain Amrinder Singh, what happened to Ghulam Nabi Azad. In fact, it was Ghulam Nabi Azad who had sort of influenced Shashi Tharoor to sign that letter of that, what we call it a G23 letter. So Shashi was actually counting on Ghulam Nabi, but Ghulam Nabi left the Congress. He got no place at the national level. So he understands that, his political stature vis-a-vis BJP. So BJP, didn't have any sort of offer or a role for him. So that Mr. Rohan Gupta is not responding.
No, again, Rashid bhai, I am not here to offer anything to Shashi Tharoor ji. We are just discussing whether today's meeting, whether there is a sense of sincerity in Congress party in this meeting or not. And we are just looking at that. So I'm not here, nobody here to offer.
But on that point, Rashid, I think agrees with you. He says that picture abhi baki hai. He says that don't believe
Absolutely.
everything you see. There are certain
I will
hidden
answer
things
that,
also in this particular. Yes, Syed, come in. Then I'll go to Sujata.
Shiv, let me tell you, it's undoubtedly clear and categorical that Shashi Tharoor is an absolute statesman, an orator par excellence, and indeed an asset to the Indian National Congress. Not just that, Shiv, I'd be happy to share with you. I have known many of the constituents of Thiruvananthapuram, and I tell you, this man has his photo in almost every home office constituency who vote for him. He's a grassroots leader. He's a root level leader called Manninamagga, or the son of the soil of Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram. And let me tell you, the Indian National Congress cannot afford to lose a leader like this. Therefore, the Bharatiya Janata Party may try to woo him like a beautiful girl out on a date. But let me tell you, Shashi Tharoor is a leader, a foot soldier of the Congress party, and he will never quit the party, come what may, because like Rasheed Kidwai ji said, there is an intellectual, there is an ideological heft which comes from the likes of Shashi Tharoor. And I've always believed with great power, there's great responsibility and equal accountability. Mr. Shashi Tharoor is accountable for his words for the people of Thiruvananthapuram, representing on the Congress ticket, who could not be defeated by the might of Rajiv Chandrasekhar. Let me tell you, it is his fort, his bastion, and I would say, in the years to come, I'd love to see Shashi Tharoor as the next Chief
Go on
Minister.
quickly, but there are end with Sujata. I'm almost out of time.
Chief Minister
So
of Kerala.
my friend was talking about comparing
Shashi Tharoor will be
with
the next Chief Minister of Kerala.
Let me. Very good. I think he was comparing Shashi Tharoor with a beautiful girl. Why this beautiful girl was not
Because
seen
you are
by
trying to
Congress
woo
when
Shashi
Operation
Tharoor
Sindoor was happening?
because
Why
like a
only
beautiful
around?
girl.
My friend, let me complete. Asad bhai, let me complete. So this is
But
just
he's
because
going to
of the
reject your
Kerala election.
proposal.
Otherwise,
Rohan bhai,
good
he will
kind of.
reject your
Let me
proposal.
complete, Asad bhai. I was never speaking in between. Let me complete.
Go ahead,
My point
Rohan
is,
bhai,
when
go ahead.
Operation Sindoor happened, everybody inside the Congress, he opposed Shashi Tharoor. He was like a enemy inside the party. He was not seen properly. Nobody was talking to him. We have seen this. He was not. He's a member. He's a chairman of external affairs, and he's not been invited by Congress party to speak on Operation Sindoor in Parliament. What else? What more insult you want? See, again, I'm not here advocating Mr. Shashi Tharoor. I'm talking about the ideology, the mindset.
And Rahul
Mr.
Gandhi
Asad, I
invite him
think
for-
you never speak in between.
Okay.
Rohan
I think
bhai, just 10 seconds.
Let me
Shift
complete.
10 seconds.
Let
Shift
me
10
complete.
seconds.
I'm almost out of time. I'm almost out of time. I have to
This
give
is not
Sujata some
done.
time. Please,
Asad bhai, this is
gentlemen.
not done. Let me
Okay,
have 10
Rohan
seconds.
bhai,
My
10
point is,
seconds.
it is about the ideology, the mindset of these darbaris. They will not forget Shashi Tharoor, what he has done in past. Whatever the smiling faces are just
That's not a
because the
fair
Kerala
point. 10
elections are
seconds.
around. You will
10
see in
seconds I
future
need to
what
answer
is going
this.
to. आगे देखिए होता
If
है.
Shashi
Sujata,
Tharoor,
Sujata. No, let
if Shashi
Sujata's
Tharoor
been
was an
patient.
enemy, why would Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul
Sayed,
Gandhi invite
please.
him?
Sayed.
इब्तदाई सियासत है, रोता है क्या?
Have
you
some
can't
courtesy.
you cannot sugarcoat but Syed, you cannot sugarcoat the fact that open warfare has been taking place. He has been an outcast in the party for over a year now. Sujata, I want to end with you. I'm out of time. Sujata, a whole minute to you, please. Your final thoughts on this. Does this close the case on this particular Cold War between Tharoor and the Congress, or picture abhi baki hai before the elections?
No, because a lot of people said a lot of शायरी here, so I should not be left behind. So I would say that कोई यूं ही बेवफा नहीं होता, कुछ तो कुछ मजबूरियां तो रही होंगी. So you see why I say, and I agree with Rashid ji also and Rohan also, that the picture abhi baki hai is because in any state there is no past reference where Congress was able to resolve the difference between the leadership and the central leadership, the state leadership and the central leadership. Here in the Kerala, you also see the same thing, and Syed has been going on about it, but the point is not that what BJP has in its hand to offer Shashi Tharoor. The point is, why is Congress ignoring its stalwart leaders like Shashi Tharoor? And in a state like Kerala, where this is a binary state where it's always UDF versus LDF, the little margin 12-15% vote that BJP is able to swing or take away from the Congress because of its lack of narrative, lack of leadership, lack of cadre preparation, and there is no absolute absolutely person clear that who is going to lead the campaign, etc. And there is on top there's a confusion and rivalry. There are a lot of murmurs going on. So what will happen is that Congress is going to lose this very crucial last hope, I would say, and LDF can win by a very thin majority. So which I think boils down to a single point that it's not about BJP and Shashi Tharoor. It's about Congress party, Rahul Gandhi's leadership, and the other
Kerala.
state leadership. Yes. So you have to resolve it. You cannot leave it to BJP to offer something to Shashi Tharoor and then you do a counter offer. You have to resolve it on your own. Which is
I
not done.
completely agree with you. I completely agree with you, Sujata, that this is has very little to do with the BJP. The BJP is only in some ways been adding the masala to the story, but otherwise has been a spectator in this entire tamasha that's been happening. But I want to be very clear that one cannot sugarcoat or spin what has happened between Tharoor and the Congress party. It is real. The things that have been said are real. Many of the things that Tharoor has done would in normal course be considered blasphemous within the larger discipline of a party like the Congress party with its high command culture. And today, peace has been arrived at, even though it is temporary. Is there going to be a war of attrition?
With our conditions applied.
We'll have to see during the Kerala election. Rasheed, with conditions applying all the time. That's the permanent disclaimer we always have. Rasheed, Syed, I'm out of time, Syed. Rasheed, Syed, Rohan and Sujata, pleasure. Thank you very much for being with me on this special India Matters live from Chennai.